Hi guys, I'm going to create a scene, so if you don't like watching modding tools then look away. So, right. Hey Blue, hey K-Game. Right, what I'm going to do is I'm going to create a, take the default template, make it into something other than a default template. Probably go for a bit of a, as we've got some nice snowish models to use. Nothing too fancy, I'll just go with this. Right. First thing is we need a snow looking floor. Let's drag that out of the way. Let's find some snow. Hey guys. Alright, snow. That'll do. Right, snow ground. Doesn't look too good. Let's find a different snow. Snow powder. There we go. Got some snow. That's a bit better. Going to make a scene just using some of the snow models that we've recently got. I'll light it and then see if I can compile it and get it to run. Had a few issues with some of the new assets, so they don't always let me compile. So that's becoming a bit of a pain. But we'll do what we can. Right, let's just move this out of the way. That can be where we're heading to. Oops. And these elements can shove out of the way. Move those behind. So we're going to spawn here. We're going to be facing that way, so we'll do the scene looking towards that. Mod tools. No idea when they're going to be released. I'm guessing November. Does Treyarch let me stream? I haven't asked them, but I know what I can and what I can't show. So things I can't show, I won't show. The sooner the better, really, with the open beta of the tools. But the last drop was quite a major drop of assets. So if they can just fine-tune these assets they've given us, I don't see why, once we've tested them all to death and we've played against each other, why they can't release them as a beta. But that's not my decision, I'm afraid. When you create a template map, you get a number of volumes and various things created, but what it does miss is loads of essential things. So I'm going to drop a few more volumes in that we need. So we need a weather grime volume. So we'll plop that in there. We'll drag that around the map. It doesn't need to be anything too pretty. This weather grime one's quite important. I'll show you why in a minute. So if we go up a bit. There's weather grime. So look at that. Right one. That's the weather grime. Just get rid of that. So the weather grime gives you my colour maps, but it also tells plants and so on how to interact, so whether they rock and so on and sway. A face reveal. You don't really want to see my face. That would, give you nightmares. But another important thing about the weather grime, the models by default will probably look like they've got snow on them. You can change that by changing these colour, gloss and normal maps. So if you want to do a desert one, you need to pick a desert type colour map and so on. So but for right now the default's fine because we're going to go for snow. Now as we're spawning here, I think we should have an entrance, so let's bring up the models. Let's get rid of that, let's get rid of that. Working on one screen is really hard. Yes, I will release some tutorials on the mod tools. I've already started some, to be honest, but because they keep changing what they do with the tools, sometimes they become irrelevant. But a lot of people are working on scripts that you'll be able to download and prefabs to make life easier. Will Whacker get drunk? Do you know what? I've actually got a really nice glass of sparkling wine in front of me, and I do intend on getting absolutely hammered. The mod tools are awesome. So much. I mean, for anybody that's used previous Radiants, forget about them. It's so much more easier, these. So I wanted a wall. And you'll all recognise this wall if you've played any multiplayer. And it's near the church, if that gives you a clue. I can't remember the bloody map name, but basically it's two old COD maps. One's rotated onto 90 degrees, and they merged them together and they created one map. It looks kind of funky. If I light this, it might look a bit better actually. I'm from the UK. Yeah, it is. There's too much going on. You really need 3 screens, if I'm honest. So I've actually got my laptop sat to the side of me so I can see you guys talk away. But really, you know, you can actually pop these things out if it will actually let me. It's been a bit. So what you can do is you can pop a window out. I've just got some favourites, only my favourites with the word wall in them, and I'd have that off to another screen if I had another screen available, but I don't, so we work with what we got. Infection, yeah, that's the map. If you actually look at the street signs on the map, it tells you the names of the original maps they copied them from. So one's Foy, and I can't remember the other one. Maybe that's a challenge for you to go and look. I'm creating a scene, not a map. So I've taken the stock template for zombies, which is really small. And we're going to head over that way in a minute, but we'll make it look a bit better than it is now. So nothing special, but we can put some snow FX and other sort of stuff in it. Does that look like a high wall? Yeah, that's a high wall. Cool. And I've got that height totally wrong. That look neat. Not convinced. Yeah, it's going to have to overlap. Okay. Chuck another wall over here. Yes, Jelonity, you can have a shout out. There's a big shout out for you. It is kind of messing around, but I mean, if you want to ask me, if you want to ask to see something, ask it, and I'll do my best within reason. Models, we need some rocks, cliffs, vista. Not vista there. In fact, I've lost the wrong camera. Cheat, we'll just do some badly spammed place. You don't have to worry about these being outside of the map box when you compile, it'll still compile. Yeah, I can show some of the new hello Biscuit, yeah, I can show you some of the new assets. Let's squeeze down this. So one of the many things we got was loads more Vista objects now, so you might recognise some of these buildings, but we've got, whereas we only had a few Vista rocks, now we've got absolutely loads of Vista buildings all over the shop now. Some of them are quite large. It's like that one's quite large. Let's zoom out. Put into context, it's bigger than the bloody map. That's just ridiculous. In fact, if I scroll there. So, yeah. The map that we're in is there, and that's the size of that model. It's a little bit large. Though the default skyboxes you get in both multiplayer and zombies, they're really, really small. Yeah, it is a dying community, I would agree, but hopefully, yes, I agree, it should breathe life back into it. God, I get annoyed trying to play excuse me, trying to play multiplayer and you can't find enough people playing hardcore. There's too many people playing girly core, or core as it's called. I don't understand how people can play that. I mean, let's face it, if you run around, you empty a clip of your shotgun into somebody, they should die. Yeah, you can resize the size of the buildings, that's really easy. It's just a model scale, because they're only models, so... in fact, let's put this in, let's be silly. So, model scale, so 0. I think let's be type. 0.0. Can I do 0? No, 0.1. A bit smaller. Don't know if I can go smaller. Can we do that? Now the smallest you can scale it is to 0.10. Now I've learnt something there. Even so, that model's too big. What I did want was grave. Let's have a good old gravestone in. This needs to be a patch. Simple terrain patch. See, I haven't seen anything about a server browser yet, so that's going to be interesting. However, the connect commands are now back in for us to test, so that's a really good idea. Ideally, I have an idea of what I'm doing when I'm making maps, but sometimes I just wing it and just go for it. So right now, all I decided we'll do it as a snow scene. So I've got some snowy mountains, completely the wrong skybox, a snowy wall, and a tomb. And there's going to be some zombies come out there. Not to mention spawn behind me, but let's forget what's behind me. Hey Jamie, how you doing? I see. Now I've got people who know what they're doing watching me. I'm in trouble. Go on, right, what we're going to do this. So we've got the broken wall. Should the zombies come out of the broken wall? I don't know. We are really winging this. Yeah, actually, I think maybe the zombies should come out of the broken wall. That'll look a lot nicer. Let's try and line this up. We need to texture this. What's this? Get that out of the way a minute. Ding ding ding. Alright, textures, what we got? Let's go some. Yeah, that'll do for now. F9. What are we looking like? A bit better? Zombies should come out of there, maybe? Hopefully? Who knows? Weird, love a broken wall, so do I. I should really maybe I should have made it an exploding wall, that would have been better, wouldn't it? I could do that actually. Do we have the right size model to do an exploding wall? I'll make an exploding something in a minute. Oh, we could make that exploding, I guess. So I need a destroyable, yes. Destroyed FX. What FX should we go for? Debris. Debris would be good. Oh, I can't see debris. Explosions? I guess explosions. Oh, destruct. What's in there? Oh, there's nothing nice in there that I want. Oh, you can never find a decent FX when you want one. Oh, I'll worry about that FX in a minute. Yeah, we can do that. Maybe I should have you drive. Anyway, why haven't you done a live stream yet, Jammy? That should be the bigger question. Textures. Got too many things going on. It's the problem with one screen. It's a pain. What we got in the way of reasonable decals? Yeah, I might use a blast. I need to rotate the bloody thing, don't I? Oh, don't say this is one that doesn't. Do you have that, Jammy, where you get decals that don't always display? I've had that with a few of them. Come back to decal in a minute, it's going to annoy me. Right, I want some rocky areas to here, so I need some more rocks. Models. Rock, not favourites. Lots of rocks. No. Maybe. Yeah, that'll be alright. Put a different iron over that side. It's not as nice as that one, is it? No, that's crap. Let's just reuse that. Okay. What I will do is drag the other zombie spawners. Over there. God, I've got to catch up with everything everybody's typing me. too fast, too fast. There are models from the campaign in here actually. We got about a 50 gig drop of models, and we still only got a small amount of them. I mean, some of the new models are great, but as I've been telling people, some of them don't work. So it helps, like, see these rocks are not textures. I mean, there's quite a few things that just don't work now. I tried to put half track in the other day, and it doesn't work at all. And I tried to put some of the drop ships in, and they don't let my map compile now. I have been making a multiplayer map, Blaze. The first map I made was multiplayer. I then switched to zombies when the zombie assets came out. Now the zombie assets are out, I'm probably going to go back to multiplayer, to be honest. Yeah, zombie maps are more popular at the moment. They didn't used to be. There used to be a massive multiplayer mapping community, much bigger than the zombie ones. But then that died off as people got bored of the multiplayer, and the zombie maps kept mapping going for a lot longer. Yeah, a lot of the mappers who were multiplayer mappers either employed by Treyarch or other companies, or just stopped mapping. If you look at Treyarch and look at the amount of mappers that came out of the community, a lot of them made amazing multiplayer maps. And there's a lot of, probably what I'd say is, there's a couple of people now who've made some zombie maps, and I think who, once they've had a bit more of a play of the BO3 tools, I'm sure Treyarch would consider employing them, given how good they are. What should we do? What should we do with this? Go on, give me some ideas. What do you want to do with this? I've got a gravestone, I've got zombies coming out of a wall, I've got 3 zombies that are going to rise out of the ground. We need to do something else with it. Just don't ask me to search through every model, because that'll take forever in a Sunday, as you can see the way it's rendering on the left hand pane. What we'll do, I'll get a lit fog dropped in while we're at it. We'll get some lighting sorted out. I'll change the SSI because I don't like this SSI. Let's have it at night time. Let's go for the zombie nights. Why do it on all 4? Because I do. It's just the way it is. B. Go out now. Which one should we go with? Volumetric. Don't want to do anything with this. No. Save. Zero, fix that, good. Yeah, well, I guess you could have water. You know, I guess, you know, if the ice was melting, think of Ice Age. Right, what we'll do, we'll get a light put in on this wall. So we need a model. Light. Be there a nice light somewhere? Yeah, I'll do. Stick that there. Rotate it a bit. Right, we need a couple of light bulbs. So way too bright, way too large. So let's make a small radius. So when I make my lights, I usually make them out of 2 or 3 lights. Have I put a build light in there? Wrong one. The reason I make them out of 2 lights is because you want a light for the actual lamp itself. Then if you're going to have a sort of a glowing effect outwards, I'll use an omni spot as well. With this one I might need about 2 or 3, but we'll see. So the radius on this 10. The stops, that's so bright. And then I'm going to drop another one in. I'll hang it up there for now. Make it a spot. What I will do, shouting in caps does not always get you noticed, Aquasol, but there you go. Yeah, multiple monitors. You definitely have to. Dual displays a must now with these mod tools. I'm working on one, as you can see. It's really cluttered. Ideally, I'd have 3 going. I've actually got a laptop to the side of me, so I can see what the blinking heck I'm doing. Right, I'm just going to make some changes to this light. We're going to add some volumetric stuff going on. So, because if we look at this light at the moment, it looks rather boring, rather dull. So we don't want it to look like that. So I seem to have just deleted a damn thing. Drop it back in. Right, let's fix this first. So, can I just? Sort of yellowy orange. Bit bright, but we'll work on it in a minute. Spot. Bake's fine. The stops, it's way too much. Let's make it about 8. No, we don't want that ticked. Shaping, we want to just shape it. So cut, yeah, I'll put cut on to 21. Fall off distance 12, yeah, that's looking alright. This might take me a while to do the light, so just bear with me. I'm just trying to remember what the heck I want as a setting. Far edge. Yeah, far out. Let's make it about 60, I think. Roundness. Right, these are the important things. So we want white light. So where's that gone? What's happened there? Okay, so I'm having a bit of a paddy here. What in blinking heck's happened there? Edit, undo. Why can't I type in that box? White light, anyway, do it this way. Now we need to get to the volumetric stuff. So yes, we want it to be volumetric. We want it for all the light states, that's absolutely fine. Doesn't need a massive amount for sample counts. We don't need a target on this. Probably some custom KVPs I should add to it, but I'm not going to right now. Yeah, it's starting to look a bit better. We're getting it right. I need to flick to see what you guys are saying. Spam to death. The best way to learn how to map is to watch a lot of the COD 5 mapping videos, because the same principles apply, and then as the tutorials come out for this, you can then learn off these, and there will be a fair old few. For some reason I've put the bloody light in the wall. Just move that out of the way. That wants to be. In fact, why have I got two? What have I done? Colour is all wrong. Let's get rid of that. Bring that all back. It's looking a bit better. Rejig the lighting. Yeah, I'm old school, I just type them in, Jamie, but you are right, you can edit loads of stuff. I mean, whether it's lights, models, whatever, you get extra boxes so you can just drag and pull all the faults and everything around. I've got a hole in my wall, that's not very good. Shove that along there. I think that lamp's too low though. Just grab that. Select inside. Right. Can't see the bloody light, so if I go to entity list, light. There we go, right. Better. Lots of other people are working on custom weapons, so I'm probably going to let them get on with it if I'm honest, and then I'll just use them if I so need. I guess we could just test this, can't we, so far? No reason why not. No, I don't need to export lighting. See if it actually compiles, because some models I find at the moment aren't compiling. While we're at it, might as well see my system get completely mullered. This is only a simple map, that's on the really complicated ones it gets absolutely hammered to death. So this is it not getting hammered to death. Luckily somebody gave me another 8 gig of RAM who's been watching my videos, thank you very much. So that saved me a lot of grief, because I was actually on my bigger maps unable to compile. You see, I'm already using 7.1 and that's just a basic template map. Wait for it to finish linking. I've had maps that take me 20 minutes to compile. I'm compiling it real time now. This is only a small one. It's taking about 2 or 3 minutes probably at most. It's time to convert some images because I haven't used them before, so it's just adding a little bit to the time it takes. God, I'm going to have to scroll up for all these bloody chats, I can't keep up. What are we talking about, Jaybird? Jaybird does lots of things for UDX, so that's about all I can answer on that. Yeah, the Thunder Gun and yeah, I think it was Jaybird, yeah. Maybe Jammy can correct me if he's still on. Can you do incremental build? Yeah, you can just do, create prefabs and do all sorts of stuff. The bank system into Black Ops 3, that's a really good question. I don't see why not. It was simple enough in BO, so probably that'd be quite. And people did it in COD War as well, didn't they? So I don't see why not. Did Jaybird do the 911 and the Thunder Gun? Alright, see if this actually launches. The mod tools really aren't that limited like they were when they started, so we should be able to test maps with each other. Found a problem with the maps, so I uploaded one to my workshop. It was 3.2 gig. I'm waiting on release of another patch, so the tools don't bundle in lots of crap basically when they create the files. No, basically anything that you do in a ranked game will not be the same as what you do in an unranked game. So the short answer is, if you spent lots of time unranking stuff, it won't matter. In a custom game, it'll be possible to either lock them down or have them all enabled. If I remember rightly, I made this destroyable, didn't I? Hey, I need to make that do something a bit better. Yeah. Doesn't take too long to throw all these things together anyway, does it? So, we started this not long ago. All I've done is add a few bits and bats. I've taught more than I've made, and we've got some zombies. Really, anybody that wants to start out mapping now, compared to how it was with COD War or any of the other CODs, it's so easy. You don't know how easy you're going to have it. I think we'll add some effects in though next. Just die. Right, let's add some effects in. Yeah, I've only got a 650 Ti for my graphics and it works. So I won't worry about having too low a graphic card. Obviously the better you can get, the easier it will be. The biggest thing is memory and SSD and multiple monitors if you can. Right, FX browser. Snow would be useful. I've broken my FX. There we go. Better. What else we got here? We need to make this explode into a fireball, I think. And what should this droid model be? Rebel. What rebel have we got? effects. Save. Redig the lighting. There's no reason why you couldn't change the starting pistols. That would be fairly simple to do. What you hate about new maps and blocks is the fact you can't customise. Yeah, I mean with the mods we'll be able to do all this. Yeah, do you know what? I do want to add mummies for my desert map. That's very true. No, what issues with customisable weapons? You can have customisable weapons now, really, but whether I don't know how it's going to work in the custom maps. Add in a bit more. What other trees can we stick in? That's a bit small, and these need to come down a smidgen. Look at the weather grime. Properties. Don't know if that'll work. Starting to look a bit better. 0. That's it. You can answer all the questions that anybody speaking French wants to answer. Have answered 0. Or Irish, with your quasi-Irish French accent. Yeah, let's put a flag on here as well. We're at it. Yeah. Model flag. Ooh, got a flagpole. Ooh, these are new. New flags. Oh, we're gonna have to put a new flag in. I've not seen one of these yet. Where's that flag? Ah, scheiße. Oh, there isn't a siege model for that. Bother. Okay, we're missing some siege anims for that. Never mind. It was a mixed model, I guess. In fact, crazy siege model missed one. Couldn't find a compatible anim. Yeah. What about this one? No. See, this is what I mean. The new tools they've released us loads of good stuff, but we can't use half the damn things. Not to worry. Worse things happen at sea. Put this lower than light. There we go. Yeah, that looks a bit nicer. I think we need to add some more FX here. We should have some moths, I feel. Even though it's cold, I think we need moths. FX browser. Moth. What's going on? Along a bit. Down a bit. There we go, got some moths flying around the light now. Right, Wacko, yes, you chose Nazis over the French. The French flag wouldn't work. The siege anim is not working for it. I was going to have a nice French flag running up there, but hey ho. Yeah, I guess we can manipulate this ground a little bit. Why? Soft affections. Paint height. That's a bit large. Come on. Let's sink this down a bit. Not too much. Get rid of that. Let's get rid of this flagpole in a minute. It's not doing a lot. To save time, I'm going to quickly nick a lamp out of one of my other maps. I'm good, thank you, Mr. Speedy. If I'm slow responding, it's just there's been so much typed, I can't even keep up with all this. I need to find a new way of doing live streaming to make it easier to interact with people. Maybe I should try Twitter, I don't know. Yeah, and a 250 dedicated to the tools for sure. I had to reinstall my Windows over the weekend, so I put it onto a smaller SSD. So I've now got a the tools dedicated to my 256 gig SSD drive. Where's that lamp that I want? That's the one I want. Select inside. This is cheating, but it's quicker. Yeah, I think Zero is the same as me. We worked on VCOD, as in the original COD as well. So it's always good to stay in touch with the devs. This is very true. Alright, let's put it over here. Put it in this tree, I think. I'll rotate it. View entity list. It's going to be effects. Yeah, so I don't think I can do much more with that. I might move that nearer. There we go, save that, let's compile that, see what it looks like. It's not bad for a quick scene. Could be better, could be worse. Zero is more professional than me, he's actually done professional games. I just hack my way around, pretend to try and know stuff. Zero has a Cray computer sat in his living room. It is actually his living room, it's a Cray computer, that's the goldfish going around the outside. You wouldn't actually play the mod tools, you just play the maps that are given out to you. So it's the same spec as the current COD. But yeah, Zero's right, the tools, yeah, it'll eat your memory for breakfast and spit you out. I mean, in fact, I had to ditch my old computer and get a motherboard and get a new CPU. I had a 6-core AMD CPU, but because it was old, it was 5 years old, the instruction sets weren't good enough to compile the maps. I might be wrong, but I think they switched to using 970s, didn't they, Zero, when they developing the tools from 670s. Not the tools, the game. There we go. So we've got some now we've got some nice snow effects blowing along in the wind, giving the environment a bit more of a depth to it. Bit of a lamp going on here. It's starting to look a bit better. Right, let's see what happens when we destroy this. Yeah, they're untextured rocks. Oh well, I think I could work on that a bit more. have to work on that light a bit more. It's starting to take effect. Oh, you cursed zombies! Stop biting me. I need to drink more alcohol and make a video when I'm drunk. I think this will be a lot more fun if I'm drunk. Yeah, you can. Yeah, in the mod tools, if you wanted, you could give yourself all whatever you want. I just haven't enabled God mode or UFO mode or anything else, for that matter. I shall now lie down and wait my impending doom. Ow, ow. Death cometh. Right, if anybody wants that scene that I was messing around with when the mod tools come out to beta, just shout me on YouTube or whatever other communication device you feel free, and I'll send you that quick scene, and you can see what we did. As you can see, it didn't take long. We might have been going a long while. We've been going nearly an hour, but let's face it, we could have knocked that up in about 10 minutes. But most of it's been talking to you guys, and I really appreciate you watching my videos. Thanks to Jammy and Zero to come on, because they're always good to have talking, because they know what the heck they're talking about. As you know, I just make it all up as I go. I will ramble on and ramble to you later. Take it easy, guys. Bye.